Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Hello, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. What's up, everybody?
What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up?
I got a couple things to get to here today. A couple emails, a couple extra little bonus stories, things we didn't get to. Tell you, if you got a little bit of vacation time, trying to figure out what you're going to do with it, plan on doing a little bit of a road trip. Reading this article on truckers' tips for road tripping.
Truckers' tips.
A lot of truckers murder, I'm telling you.
Yeah, a lot of truckers would like to give you the tip.
I'm just saying, I got so many people emailing me about how they almost got killed at truck stops. It's crazy.
It's the perfect cover.
But is it truckers that are killing, or is it people that are stopping at truck stops?
Interesting question, Kevin. It's both, because there have been... Someone emailed me about a truck driver that he knew on the circuit, kind of that he, like the route that he would take. He said the guy was arrested for murdering 3 different people, and he had a little torture area in the back of his truck, and that's one of many. That's what he said.
One of many, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, in fact, as I was reading this article from other truck drivers, they were saying that you should stop actually not at truck stops, but at Walmarts. There's no security at the truck stops. Walmarts, they've got some security. You're usually inside a city, too. And they say a lot of bad things happen to those rest stops. So even truckers are like, I'm not stopping there.
I can't get over how many emails I've gotten about people having horrific experiences at truck stops and rest areas.
I won't go because they look creepy. Go to a busy fast food joint or a busy gas station. Don't go to some creepy murder movie looking desolate rest stop.
Well, if you had murder in your heart, where would you troll? Probably rest stops.
You want to go where you can get away with it.
Yeah.
They said another little hint that you can get too is, truck drivers, they know the road, they know all the stops. So if you go by like during the day, if you go by like a truck stop, you're going to see those gas stations and there's tons of trucks there. They said go there because they know there's going to be good stuff. They're going to have the best snacks, the best, cleanest facilities.
Yeah.
It's going to be safe. It's going to be reliably good. They know this ain't their first time through. They have the same places they stop all the time.
Because the places deliver. And they're clean, too. That's important.
Yeah.
The truckers aren't going to stop at some place that's like all nasty and disgusting. They're going to go to the cleanest of the ones.
Yeah, and I also don't want everyone to think I think all truckers are murderers. I don't. My dad was a former trucker.
Yeah, your dad trucked.
Don't think he ever murdered.
Don't think?
I don't think. I'd be really heartbroken if he did.
Have we cleared him, though?
I think he's clear.
Okay.
Well, this article is saying that, a lot of truck drivers don't carry weapons or don't have guns because transferring a gun across different state lines brings up a whole bunch of different problems. You may be good in the state of Florida with this and that, but you get into a different state and now all of a sudden you've, transferred a firearm across state lines and now you wind up in different problems.
They should have special rules for truckers, though, because what if they want to keep themselves safe and they have a concealed carry permit? They should be allowed to have a national permit.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that, too. I still really thinking it's crazy. They need to get some smart people on our gun laws and really work through them. Because they don't seem like a lot of the rules make any sense.
The whole
now.
state line thing, it makes no sense. For
Yeah.
a guy who's trucking across the country
Yeah, it's
and wants to
practical.
protect himself,
Right.
and he's doing it the right way, legally, and why would you tell that guy he can't leave Florida?
I know.
Guarantee you, though, I
Wrong
bet
people have
Dumb.
guns.
That's the wrong law to have.
I bet people still carry. I bet they still do.
I would if I was a trucker. I'd be rather carrying than
This
than
article said a lot
robbed.
of them don't. They say because you can get into some serious legal trouble if you do, and they say that's why they're looking to stay at Walmarts and they don't stay at truck stops. They don't go any place that doesn't look like it has top-notch security because they're not able to defend themselves.
I mean, you're right, though, because if you do have you caught with a gun and you're not properly, doing it the right way, you can get in a lot of trouble.
Well, you're
There's
looking
so
at
many,
felonies
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah.
Think of all the way stations they have. Don't they have to stop at all of those? And somebody comes out and looks at your stuff. What if they saw your gun? Then you'd be in trouble.
Sure, yeah.
I think if you're a trucker, if you're on the road a long time by yourself, that's got to play with your mind a bit. That's got to be a mind fuck. Don't you think?
They were saying that some of them, you get kind of addicted to the road, that they like it. I mean, maybe for some people. Oddly enough, I've driven across country a couple times. One time I did it with a broken radio, so it was just me and my thoughts.
Oh, crap.
Maybe they get addicted to the loneliness.
Oddly enough, I was okay. I'm like, the time flew by. I'm one of those people, I'm always in my own head thinking. I did all right. I wasn't like, oh my gosh.
That's one round. If you did that all the time for your career and you're always on the road by yourself, I think you're going to be fucked.
Don't know. Haven't done enough. You're right. But I got to tell you, every time I've been on the road, I've loved it. I've driven cross country several times. I did that road trip in November. I'm jonesing to go back. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I think some people are built for the road.
Mm-hmm.
Like some women are built for the sea.
I know.
Yeah, and they gave some advice that I would too. One, truck drivers say a lot of people rely on their phones and they just, let's just wing it. We know basically we want to go through wherever. But he said, know your route in advance. And I did that. I made sure I'm going, okay, I looked at this. I looked at the length of the drive. And then I'm going, okay, I'm going to break it up. We're going to stop here. And you got these kind of places to stop and all that kind of stuff. They said it was a lot better, kind of having a plan for what you want to do. And the other thing I did too, get your weather in advance. Because it does change, depending upon where you're going, especially if you're going north-south. Find out, make sure you got the right...
What you're driving into.
Yeah, I did that too. I had the temperature for every city when we were going to get there.
Now, as an experienced, the big word, as a traveler who's done it so much, I pack for every occasion. I pack for rain, I pack for hot, and I pack for cold. You have to pack for all of that. And if you don't have your rubber boots and an umbrella, sure enough, it's going to rain on you and you're going to be Ms.
Back in the 70s when my dad was a trucker, he was going through Kansas and he had to outrun a tornado. He could see the tornado. All of a sudden, he notices every car is flying by him. He's like, what the hell's going on? He looked out and he saw a twister and he's like, oh, shit. He had to outrun a tornado.
Oh, my
Good
God.
adventure right there.
It is. That's the life of a trucker. It's so many stories the road shall tell.
Yeah. Make sure you got supplies you need, pack up for that. And also, too, be prepared in case you have any kind of breakdown. Truckers said that they've noticed over the last 20 years especially, nobody stops to help you anymore.
Because everyone thinks they're going to murder them.
Yeah. So if you're out there and you break down, you're kind of on your road. And some places, and it's true, you got spotty cell service. So you may be like, oh, crap, I can't even get a cell phone signal out. I'm just in the middle of nowhere on the Blue Ridge Parkway. And there's nobody around, nobody stopping.
Could you imagine if you broke down and you caught a ride with the trucker and then you're in and all of a sudden you go to grab the door handle and there's no door handles and you are now stuck?
That's what happened. Who's the masked murderer that did that?
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy. These chicks would get in the car and then they'd start to feel uncomfortable. They'd go to reach for the handle and it's not there.
He took it all out. He took them all out. Yeah, it was a death trap.
Jeez.
Literally. That's it.
Yeah.
One girl escaped from him, though. And that's how they finally got who the hell he was.
Thank goodness.
And the other thing truckers want to let you know is different plates have different stigmas about them. And they said Florida plates, for instance, make you look like a nut bar anywhere else you go. And they're expecting wild, crazy meth heads to be rolling in Florida cars. So a lot of highway patrol in other states are like, okay, we got a handful here.
Well,
so
even from South Florida to North Florida, they thought just because I was from Palm Beach County, oh shit, man, Bird's from Palm Beach, he's either into the rich shit or he's into crack. It was one or the other.
Yeah.
Or he's a rich crackhead.
Exactly.
They said Florida plates got a stigma to them.
Especially South Florida.
Yeah. There's an email for you, Virginia. I'm going to let you read that.
Read out loud?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, y'all. This one's from Jesse. It says, I know Virginia travels quite often with Rocco. My daughter is 14 months, and we're flying to Iowa next week. Since she turned 1, she's on the go all the time, and she's quite the squirmy wormy. Fortunately, it's me, my husband, and the baby, so I'm not all alone. I wonder if you have any tips for traveling and flying with a toddler. We're headed to Iowa from Atlanta, about a 2-hour flight, followed by a 2.5-hour car ride. My husband is literally from the middle of nowhere. He grew up in a town population 200. Oof.
Dang.
That's going to be a boring vacation. Any advice for handling our crazy youngin' is so appreciated. I would say definitely, they will let you come through TSA with creature comforts for the baby. So, you know how that whole no liquids thing? No.
Right.
You can bring liquids through for the little one. Make sure you have everything you need on hand. If your baby's a juice baby, formula baby, water baby, whatever it is, you bring it through and you say it's for the baby and you point it out ahead of time. Definitely bring your stroller with you and have it go through TSA. When you walk to the end of the little breezeway to get on your plane, that's where you leave your stroller. So that stroller will be there when you get off the plane. You don't want to try to be juggling your kid and your carry-on and your purse and your diaper bag. You want to have as much stability with that stroller help as possible. So take it with you. You can check your car seat. Check your car seat like you would check a bag. Definitely do that so you don't have to pay to rent a car seat from the car rental place because those are expensive. Have something for them to sip on for takeoff and landing in the plane because their ears get hurt and they don't understand. They don't know how to clear their ears like adults do. And you don't want to have them screaming because their little ears are getting pressurized and they're in pain. So you got to teach them how to drink during takeoff and then during landing because they're definitely going to need that. I always keep like gummies and stuff like that in my purse too because that's helpful. Other than that, just pray. And there's always Benadryl. Just kidding. I'm not.
Knock them right out.
I'm not advising that you drug your kid.
Don't take Benadryl and watch something really fucked up. Trust me on that. Man, it will just it screws your psyche up.
I still can't believe that stuff's legal.
Benadryl. No kidding. Benadryl was what helped Chewy a lot during his really rough run.
Really?
Yeah, both vets that I took him to said it's good that you gave him Benadryl because it kind of, we think it helped kind of knock out what was in his system.
Yeah, I think I'm going to, when I do that flight to Israel, I think I'm going to try to find whatever the good thing is to try and knock you out because I can't sleep on planes.
I got you.
Well,
Mom, Kevin, she's got you.
Yeah.
Mama's got a little collection.
She does, huh?
I swear by a little Xanax. Not a lot. A little.
Oh, if Kevin sniffed a Xanax, just if he had looked at a Xanax, he'd be out for 10 hours.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's probably what if you want to sleep, you can totally get a
low dose,
a tranquilizer,
low dose Xanax. Do not try to do Ambien or any of that
Don't.
crazy
No way.
stuff.
Oh my
not
gosh,
do
on a
Ambien.
flight, you imagine I freak out. You guys would be back here doing the whacked out news and I'd be in it.
Yeah, radio DJ tries to eat a plane.
A little bit of Xanax will do you right. You'll pass right out. You'll feel good.
But I know how Kevin is. You are going to feel that Xanax for at least 4 of the days you're in Jerusalem. I'm telling you.
Okay,
Well,
that
that's
might be
what-
good. Yeah, I don't want that then.
You can't go high dose. You just got to do a little bit. I got a little 2.5er for you that'll do you nice.
I know Kevin is.
Don't
Do
do
you
a,
nice.
Don't do a Xanny bar. Anybody that tries to give you a whole bar, you're not there.
If someone's trying to give you a bar, they're probably selling them.
You just need a little one.
Got an email from Melissa in Hope Sound. Said, Jay-Bird is so good at identifying his junk foods. Has he done day-old cold pizza? Frozen store-bought kind and regular takeout, including toppings.
Ooh.
I'll do whatever ones you guys want me to do. My fear is that our audience doesn't find those bits entertaining. I don't know. Although a lot of people at Blue Martini were talking about that, so maybe people do like that. I never know about those taste things.
I think it's interesting because it shows the skill level of your junk food palate.
Okay.
I think it's interesting.
Yeah, what do
I know?
I've never heard a bad comment on that. I hear bad comments on everything. So, yeah, that one's...
Makes you numb, doesn't it?
If you
Yeah, it
want, I
does.
can hook that up. I'll bring in different pizzas, and then you can try to guess what they are.
Sure. You want to wait a week or two? I'm still riding high on my cereal challenge.
I
was a big
heard
one.
about this on social media.
Okay, so there is interest in it.
I wasn't here on Friday when you guys did that. Tell me about it.
Well, we did two cereals per. Kev, you explain it. I'm so fucking terrible. I'm so terrible at this talking.
You did it.
Basically, you took 2 cereals, and I had to identify 2 cereals.
With milk?
With milk, yeah. It was
Yeah.
actually not as easy as you would think.
Did you nail them all?
Come on.
5 for 5, baby.
Dang.
Yeah, we're talking about how many people mix cereals together. High percentage of people, and then we talked about combos of cereals people were doing, and then we mixed them together, and he had to identify them. And he did a great job.
Crush it, bro.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I'll do any of these challenges you want.
Well, if you do the pizza one, I have no problem making up the pizzas because my kids love to eat frozen pizza. So it's not like the pizza's going to go to waste, the part of it that we don't eat.
Got ya.
There's this new study out of Scotland. They found that the most popular times to order pizza are at 7 p.m. and 2 a.m.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
And they say that was across the world.
Yeah, makes sense.
So some researchers, because of that, think it might be tied into ancient human eating patterns and the times when our bodies are most likely to want to find some ultra-satisfying food.
It's a very good little thing right there. I like that. Mm-hmm. Did you know that shit?
I did not, but it's very interesting.
That is.
Little factoid.
All this stuff that they say that's built into us from our ancestors, I find that very fascinating.
Really is. Let you know how much we're all alike.
Well, I mean, is it accurate, too?
Mm-hmm.
You know, how accurate is some of those theories?
Right. I mean, how were like cavemen eating at 2 a.m.? They
man.
didn't sleep through the whole night. I wonder what it was like. Were they sleeping through the night, or were they just...
Kev, I think about this all the time about cavemen times, and people always ask that question. If you
probably
go back,
had to be somewhat alert because at night a lot of animals hunt.
Oh yeah, you're the fucking moon. You probably don't know what the moon is. You're like, oh my god, this ball of light's gonna eat me.
So if you're like trying to find a cave for shelter, maybe you would even sleep some during the day if it was dark enough.
Oh yeah, that's the time period I would go to. It's cavemen time.
Really?
I would go back. If I could go back in time, I want to see what the shit was going on.
It's hard to be a diva in the Stone Age. I'm not going.
Oh, you would be dead. You would be dead in an hour.
But you gotta keep in mind, it'd be worse than camping.
Oh,
I mean, if you go camping now, you got some things you can take with you. All they'd have pretty much is fire.
But aren't you curious to see what the hell's going on? What kind of animals were around?
No.
How'd they communicate?
I saw the pictures in Encyclopedia Britannica. I'm good.
Yeah.
Were they a horny species?
Had to. We're here.
Very, very see? Look at this shit.
Now you have something in common with them.
Yeah.
I have a lot of...
They like to get it in.
I have a lot in common with cave people.
Well, it seemed like a great idea. Chipotle, they're trying to rebound from some of the bad press that they've got. So today's...
Killed a couple dozen people.
Yeah, today's National Avocado Day. And so they've got this nice little promo where you can get free guac today, which is kind of nice because normally you got to pay like, what, $1.25 extra. But unfortunately, as this comes out, that yay, go to Chipotle. So did a story coming out of Columbus, Ohio, where they had to shut down yesterday after a bunch of people became ill after eating there.
Jeez,
So it looks like they're
again?
back to poisoning people on National Avocado Day. So the two tied together, and now the day that they were hoping to rebound and really get some momentum back in their marketing, bam, that happened.
At that point, you're just like, you know what, guys? We had a good run. I think it's time to fucking punt on Chipotle.
Maybe. I used to eat there all the time. And
I know.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's that story or just, yeah. I mean, I was probably once a week.
I think Chipotle is so overrated. People used to lose their shit over that.
Yeah.
And I just think they don't have enough sauces. How the fuck are you going to have burritos and wraps and not enough sauces?
When it was new on the scene, it was like, ooh, this is fun. This is new. But now, like, multiple people do it and they do it better. Have you had that Bolé?
You're right.
Yeah, I have. Bole's good.
Bolé all day.
The game has changed when it comes to burritos and wraps. You're completely right about that. And there are some people really doing it good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty decent stuff. Got some emails that have been coming in, too. People want to do the diehard KVJ fan contest. So got a couple people in for that. If you think that you know the show from the last 20 years, we'll get submissions for that, do the pre-qualifying, and put together the exact questions you got to do, and hopefully sometime in the next couple of weeks or months we'll get that out.
I have somebody I want to submit.
Me too.
And it's Parrish, your friend
Oh.
from Blue
yeah,
Martini.
Parrish was talking about that on Friday. Wants to do it.
I have very high confidence in that type of KVJ Nation.
I have a school teacher that has been listening since she was 11, and she wants to be in on it, too.
Love it.
So, I mean, there's some heat contenders that really bring it.
Because there are some people that really, they know shit that we don't even remember.
I know.
which
That's
is scary.
She says she's got video. My girl, she's like, I got video. Do you guys remember when you did midget wrestling? I'm like, oh, you can't even say that anymore. We did a whole bit.
Oh my gosh.
And we were talking and saying it and wrestling and like the whole, she's like, she's got video.
Yeah, I definitely can't say that.
You can't say that anymore, but it's like that just shows you how far back it went.
Sure.
That's
That
crazy.
at all.
We did a whole segment.
We can't say it, so Virginia just said it on the air.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean, but I was just using it as an example.
We actually did the whole contest, or we
Yeah.
just talked about it?
No, we did it, and she's got video of us doing it.
What year is this?
I don't know.
I
haven't
was not
seen
on
it.
the show for that.
I haven't seen
I
it.
have
I have
no
no,
memory of that
idea.
whatsoever.
She says she's got video, and she will bring it with her.
I don't remember that.
Okay. No, I don't remember that at
I
all
don't
either. Yeah, I have no memory of that. I would love to see the video.
Me too.
What was going on in my life that I have zero recollection of that?
I that drunk?
I don't know.
Oh, back
I must
then,
have been too.
I can tell you, that's one thing I do remember. You were drunk.
So not much has changed.
And also got an email reminder. You know, we've been playing some of those clips from various city council meetings
Yes.
that go on saying, okay, we're going to be doing that for sudden death, where the person who draws the lowest playing card has to make a presentation at a local city council in an attempt to get a viral video. That basically would be the contest. Now, the thing we got to figure out, because I was like looking around at different ones, and oddly enough, last night West Palm had their city council meeting, but they don't have another one until like mid or late August.
Baby, I just want to get in and do it for the love of the game.
But I think Jupiter is on Tuesday. So they're all different times. So, you know, we'd have to just figure out what the different city council nights are because they vary from city to city.
I mean, you wanted to go get a couple drinks and then just Uber on over there and just have some fun at one of these.
Yeah.
I think it'd be so fun to do.
I think we can keep doing them anyway. But yeah,
Yes.
the first attempt, it might be fun to do it as a sudden death.
Oh, man. I just want to do it for the love of the game.
Yeah. So, yeah, what could you do that would be fun? You got to come up with like a concept. Maybe you do a song, kind of like Ace on the Case.
Don't want to be a hack, though.
You're right. But he's just singing. But
You're
you can
right.
do something different.
You're
You
right.
could dance. You could have a weird topic. Who knows?
Start crying.
I think you have to be true to your character.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to make it awesome.
Well, we could even turn it into a KVJ contest where we all have to do one, and the people vote who's their favorite. So
Who's the best.
we all get to do it.
Maybe.
To me, that's not even a punishment. That's just good fucking fun.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's such a punishment to me.
It's 2 minutes.
I would hate
in front of
it.
city council.
It wouldn't be a punishment for Kevin. It wouldn't be a punishment for me, and
Yeah.
it wouldn't be for Denny's. It'd only be for you.
Yeah. Maybe that's why we can't do it as a sudden death. Yeah, it's 2 minutes, and some of them aren't necessarily broadcast on TV, but like for instance, some of the ones I saw, they are at least you can get them online.
Okay.
So
We should have like little rules. If you get called out for being a member of the show, like, oh, that's Virginia from the radio,
You're done.
You get knocked out a point or two. The whole thing
you
is
have to immediately strip naked.
you got to try to trick whoever it is, and they can't. They don't know who you are.
That's intense.
It's awesome. I
Yes.
love it.
So there you go. All right. Something to consider. Love that. All right. Well, that is going to do it for us here today. Thank you so much for locking in. Got anything you'd like to send to us, you can. Mail at kvjshow.com. mail at kvjshow.com. Y'all have an amazing day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.